This scenario just quickly went from island life to survival life. We almost just got attacked by an...
So, we got hit by a wave. What's up guys, welcome back to our channel. We are on Phi Phi Island. We took a ferry here. There's a ton of different ways to get to this island. We chose the ferry route because it's cheaper than a speedboat. And let me tell you, when I say they gave us a billion different options from varying costs, 500 baht all the way up to 850 baht. Just ask a lot of different tourist offices, ask for different prices, try to like haggle a little bit, and you can get the price down. We ended up paying 500 baht each to get a 2-hour ferry ride here, and we got picked up from our hotel. It was awesome. This is one of the most visited islands in Thailand, and we're gonna show you guys around.
When you come to Phi Phi Island, this is where you're gonna get dropped off. This is the pier over here right in front of me, and everybody gets dropped off right here, and then you walk across it and you enter the island right over there. And Zay's just standing over there in the shade, as you can tell. And yeah, a lot of people come here and they do day trips. Not everybody decides to stay overnight, but Zay and I did decide to spend a couple nights here. We're here for 2 nights, and that is plenty for us to explore everything. But you could spend more because there are a lot of different islands around this area that you can explore. You don't have to stay on this island necessarily, but there's still a lot to do on this island if you decide to stay for a couple of days. But even a day trip would be enough to give you an idea. When you first get to the island, you are greeted with absolutely gorgeous views, limestone cliffs, beautiful beaches, and a lot of different boats. These long-tail boats that are all colorful and beautiful. And just check out the view right ahead of us over here. This is the view that you're greeted with. Obviously a lot of palm trees and a lot of restaurants and shops that we're going to be showing you guys in a little bit, but it's incredible. These down here are the long-tail boats that are ready to take Phi Phi's visitors to the surrounding islands, and there are quite a few. Some of them are completely deserted with only a beach, and there's a lot of places like islands that you can go to nearby, and snorkeling and all sorts of different types of activities if you like. And these are the boats that will take you there, or alternatively there are also some speed boats as well.
Phi Phi Island actually is in the shape of the letter H. There's 2 massive rock formations on either side, joined by a strip of sand. And this strip of sand is where all of the hotels, bars, and restaurants are located. You can see right behind me and all around how many boats are around here. There's a million different activities that you can do. There's actually beaches all over the island in different spots. You can go to other closer islands here and swim on those beaches and just enjoy yourself in the sun. A lot of the beach here you can't really swim or lay on because there's boats coming and going and it's a bit more dangerous, but there are designated spots like the spot right behind me where you can go enjoy yourself, lay in the sun, and get tan.
As you can tell, the beaches here are pristine, the sand is wonderful, and the water is crystal clear, and you can just see everyone enjoying themselves. On this beach, like Zay had mentioned, there's not really a lot of room to be swimming because of the boats, and they are everywhere, but there are these designated areas, as you can tell, that people are swimming in. But on either side there's a lot of boats. But other than that, you can definitely come out here and tan and enjoy yourself. And there are chair rentals and stuff like that where you can rent chairs if you don't want to be in the sand. And overall, it's a gorgeous beach to come and relax on.
You can see that there's a ton of people here, and it is about 2:30 p.m. right now. It is peak time. We were told that a lot of the people who come here are coming here on day tours, so you definitely see a lot more people on the island during the day than you do in the evening. We're staying here on the island 2 nights, so about 5 p.m., 6 p.m., you can really see it dwindle down. There's not as many people on the island. It's a lot more quiet. Right now during the day it's really loud and busy, and there's just people coming and going. So it's definitely like a really busy, fun party vibe, I would say. But it's a really nice, relaxing place in the evening if you wanted to stay overnight on the island.
Right now we are gonna be moving more inwards on the island and away from the coast, because that's where everything is. That's where all the restaurants, the tour places, and all the shopping that has to be done. It's all more on the inside, and we're gonna show you guys all that right now. If you were interested in getting a chair on the beach, just to give you some idea of the cost, it'll be around 50 baht, and that's not too bad at all.
All I have to say is, you know you are in a touristy destination when you're on a small island and you see a Burger King and a McDonald's.
This right here will be your view when you enter the island, and it'll be people selling you tours. There are most likely well over 100 people and tour agencies, and like every second shop is someone trying to sell you a speedboat to another island, or a snorkeling tour, or something along those lines. So there's definitely that if you're interested. Even if you are coming here for the day, you have that option to do like a day tour, a day trip to another island, or even a half-day trip to a couple different islands where it stops and you're able to go snorkeling. And there's also tons of scuba diving that you can do, and you can actually get your certification here. So there's no shortage of things to do on this island at all. Besides McDonald's and Burger King, there's definitely other options. There's a ton of local places to eat at with great prices. You can find fancier restaurants that are a little bit more expensive, but you could definitely find food for under like 100 baht, maybe 80 baht. And there's just a lot of options and a lot of delicious desserts that, you know, we always are eyeing out.
The hotel right behind me is called Panmani, and this is where we're staying. It's at a lower end cost. It's still really nice. There's even cheaper places like hostels on this island, and if you want to get a bit more fancy, there's resort type hotels as well. It just depends on how much you're willing to spend. Just to give you guys an idea, we're paying around 700 baht a night to stay at this hotel. And if you guys are not following us on Instagram yet, please make sure to do that, because I did a full hotel room tour on there.
Like we mentioned, there are tons of shops. You can do a lot of shopping on here. You can do your grocery shopping, you can buy your clothes, you can go to restaurants. But did you guys know you could also get a haircut on this island? I got one this morning and it cost us 300 baht. And let us know how it looks. If you think it looks good, give this video a thumbs up. And if you think it looks bad, still give this video a thumbs up.
We're gonna do a hike right now to a viewpoint, which is gonna give you a 360-degree view of the island, and it's gonna look from top down, and you're gonna see both sides of the island. It's gonna be gorgeous. Let's make our way up there right now.
This scenario just quickly went from island life to survival life, because right now we are climbing up a very, very steep incline up to the viewpoint, and we only got a little bottle of water. So, and there's some kind of an animal right there too. Oh my god. I think it's a massive iguana.
Oh my god.
A killer iguana.
Oh no.
We're gonna keep rolling the camera for now just in case we get attacked. But I did see how big it was and I don't like it. Oh god.
I hear it.
Oh my god, it's so big. We almost just got attacked by an absolutely massive lizard, and when I say massive, I know you guys couldn't see it on camera, but it was quite literally Zay's size, like as tall as she is, that's how big it was. And we saw it, and we figured out that we are not even going the right way. And yeah, now we're going the right way. There's signs pointing to the viewpoint, but we missed one of the signs. You really do have to pay attention to make sure that you are heading the correct way. And it's basically up towards the tsunami evacuation point that you gotta go. And right now we're on the right track, so hopefully we make it there soon and we can show you guys just how beautiful the view is.
Really steep hill. Make sure you guys get some water before you start this climb. Our calves are on fire. We're not even halfway there, I don't think. We'll let you guys know the update soon.
But we're definitely full way sweating. It seems like we have made it to Phi Phi Viewpoint 2. And Viewpoint 3 is still a little ways away from here, but we're gonna make our way up the stairs right over there in front of us and go up to the viewpoint. And let me just say, both Zay and I are sweating buckets right now. We almost finished our water already and we're really sweating. So we cannot wait to go up there and check out the view.
We made it up here. We made it to the top. It is definitely worth every drip of sweat that we had coming up here. Just look at this stunning view. I can't believe how beautiful it is. When you come up here to the viewpoint, there's a nice little restaurant slash cafe for you to refresh yourself after that hike. And also it does cost 30 baht per person. It is an entry fee. We have our ticket right here and it's so worth it. Cheers.
The view from up here is most definitely worth it. We absolutely love to see it, and the price is very cheap. The hike, like we were saying, is a little bit challenging, especially in the hot heat, but it is still 100% worth it. And right now we are pretty much done. We had a little treat. We had a nice little ice cream that we enjoyed a lot after that hard hike, especially.
So
right
good.
now, yeah, we're gonna make our way back down and we're gonna go grab a meal, and then we're gonna be doing a really fun and cool activity right after. Another bonus that you get to see when doing this hike is that you get to see the locals, their way of life, and lots of livestock. We've seen chickens, we've seen ducks. You could see this herd over here of cows, and it's very cool to see. And there's actually not a whole lot of locals that live on the island. I think about 2,500 people live here full time, and that's about it. We gotta be careful with this one. You can see there's a little baby underneath it, and we do not want to be attacked anytime soon. Right, babe?
Yeah.
We were just talking with Zay earlier about the population of this island and the fact that there's about only 2,500 people living here, and the last count was of course done a long time ago, at least what we saw from Wikipedia. It was in 2013. But we were like talking about the fact that there's probably a lot more tourists coming here, and there's probably a lot more tourists on the island at any given time than there are locals, which is very interesting. We have just made it back down from the hike and we found a restaurant to eat at. We're both really hungry. It's been a long time since we ate and we cannot wait to eat, so let's head in there and grab something to eat.
Attila got a cashew nut chicken. I got chicken with salad. We also got garlic bread as an appetizer. The meal was so delicious. We ended up getting dessert as well, like deep fried bananas with honey. And our total came to 520 baht, which we don't think is bad at all. We are gonna go do something really exciting that a lot of people do when they visit Phi Phi Island, which is kayaking. We're gonna show you guys what it's all about. We're gonna change really quickly and see you soon.
And just like that, we are back. We are in our bathing suits. I got my hat on. We both got our sunscreen on, and we're gonna go ahead and rent a kayak and go kayaking. You can do other activities here as well. As you can tell, we are on the other side of the island that we have not shown you guys yet. It's just across from the beach that we showed you in the beginning of the video. And you can also do paddle boarding. There are more kayaks here. We're gonna get a double kayak.
We don't know how long we're gonna
You pay like a 2 hours first.
Okay.
If you late, you come back to pay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So-
2 hours like 300.
Okay.
And then when you late, back to pay.
Sounds good.
It costs us 300 baht for the first 2 hours and 100 baht for every hour after that. And I'm not sure how long we're gonna be out for, but we're gonna stop on a couple nice beaches and a couple different islands. And we got a double kayak, as you can see.
You know how to crawl?
They also have single kayaks, but we're about to get going and enjoy this beautiful water.
The tide is low. Oh no, the little... Wait. Okay, let me grab these. Wait. The tide is low. We are heading out on the kayak. We've been really looking forward to this, and it's such a beautiful day out. Our goal is to kayak around the perimeter of this island, but if it's possible to go to another island, we might attempt it. But right now, we're just gonna try to get on the water and start going.
Also, it is currently low tide, so we have to pull the kayak a little bit in before we get on it, because then we're gonna get stuck. So we're gonna pull it a little bit ahead and then start going right after.
Look at all these beautiful rocks that we're paddling over right now. I don't know if you can see a lot of them. Oh, we're coming up on them. The water is super clear, very beautiful. And we're heading towards that rock in the distance right there.
Oh, there's sea urchins on every rock.
Oh no, we don't want to hit any sea urchins at all.
Watch them.
Okay.
Look at the rocks down there.
We're about halfway there. We can start seeing the other side of the island right there that we couldn't really see before. And this is how far we are from shore. And we're gonna keep pedaling. Let's go. We have managed to get this close to the rock, and it's so pretty. It's massive. The waves are actually hitting pretty hard. We're not trying to get too close, but Attila is still rowing towards the rock back there.
Stay tuned for the emergency rescue.
Woo! But like, honestly, the water is so clear and so beautiful. We're enjoying every second of this. Look at how close we made it to this rock formation. It is so beautiful. We don't want to get too close to these things just in case we get hurt, but look at how beautiful it is. And it's just like waves hitting. You can see the bottom of the ocean right here. There's rocks down there, and it's honestly just so pretty. You can kind of see the caves up there. So gorgeous. Look at this side of the rock and the waves coming over there. It's huge, and there's so many pretty fish here. There's some more rocks, and look, a private beach. We came from all the way over there.
We have decided to try and go underneath this rock right here, because there's like a massive cave, or like it's carved out underneath it, and we're gonna give it a shot and try and go under it, and hopefully our kayak doesn't topple, and hopefully we can come out, because the waves are crashing under there. But I think it should be safe, but we'll see if we'll live to tell the tale. We've made it close by, and I'm not sure if we're gonna go underneath there, because the waves are crashing quite strong and it goes up, and we don't want to hurt our heads or back. But we're basically underneath right here, and the cliffs are massive and towering high above us, and we're about to hit the wall right there. So I gotta go get paddling, or Zay will do it. But it's absolutely stunning here, the water and everything, the rocks, and this activity is highly recommended. Uh-oh, here we go. Look at the crabs, look at the crabs. You see the crabs? Okay, that's awesome. You can easily paddle to a private beach here, just like we are pulling up on one right now. This beach doesn't seem to be very clean, but there are beaches like Monkey Beach, for example. I believe that's to our right over there, very far in the distance, that you can paddle to, and there's not going to be a lot of people whatsoever. So if you wanted to spend almost a whole day there, you can get a kayak and paddle out there and just enjoy. But now we're going to turn around because we're about to get stuck. Well, we fell. Zay's bleeding a little bit right there. Show me your hand.
Oh my god.
I'm bleeding a little bit. My butt hurts. I think I'm bleeding a lot on the butt. And we gotta turn this thing around because there's waves and it's gonna be quite hard to exit. And there's sea urchins around this area, so we gotta be very careful how we exit. But this is not the best situation.
So we got hit by a wave. It knocked our kayak over. We like hit a bunch of rocks. I got hurt. Attila got hurt. We lost our GoPro with all the footage on it. Luckily we still have Attila's phone. And it's just not a good time right now. The waves are still pretty harsh. We landed on this beach just to like kind of like recover a bit. We're just gonna head back to the island. We're gonna try to get through these waves, get through these rocks, But our GoPro is gone, and so was all the footage we had for this kayak ride.
That really sucks. We had a beautiful vlog for you guys, but unfortunately we got washed up on shore and we hit some rocks and the kayak flipped. And initially when we lost the GoPro and my phone, we found it was right on the ground. We recovered it, but then when we started going back, there's big waves and they swept the GoPro away. And by the time we noticed that the GoPro was no longer on the kayak, it was too late. And we tried looking for it, but we cannot find it, and that really sucks. But we wouldn't advise against kayaking. Just make sure you're staying away from the shore and all the rocks, and otherwise you might end up like us with big scrapes and lost items. This is the second piece of very expensive equipment that we have lost on this trip. First, we lost our drone in Sri Lanka, which sucked a lot. That was a very expensive drone. And now the GoPro, which was also a very expensive GoPro. And let's hope that is the end of it, because it really, really sucks. And we love to use the GoPro, for example, when going on motorcycle rides. And now we're not gonna be able to do that anymore, and it just sucks. So yeah, we're gonna try to get back out right now. I know the waves don't look too big, but when you're on that kayak and they're coming at you, and there's also rocks hitting the kayak because there's like low rocks over here, it's kind of hard to get out. So let's hope we don't lose the phone or anything else, and we're able to make it back and get back on shore.
As we sadly paddled back to shore, we were devastated about our injuries, and we were so sad about losing our GoPro. When we got to shore, the kayak shop owner told us that there's a really good chance that we could find our GoPro as long as we had lost it in between the coral and the rocks. So the next morning, we embarked on the journey to rescue our GoPro, and this is what happened. Okay, so we found the GoPro. What have you learned from this mistake?
Basically, we learned a couple of things: that kayaking on the sea is dangerous, or can be dangerous, and I guess we weren't as careful as we should have been because we were going close to the beach and the rocks, and we had no idea. Also, put all your stuff in a bag. So like, they gave us a waterproof bag that we had some of our stuff in, but not the GoPro and not my phone. My phone is also not working properly right now. And we also learned that, what else did we learn?
To get a floating handle and a string.
Yeah. Most importantly, what we learned for the GoPro especially is to have a floating handle, because this was at the bottom of the sea, but luckily we were able to find it. Also, if we were to recommend kayaking, we would recommend it, but make sure you're careful, make sure it's not too wavy, and just take care and don't go too far out, and don't be going near rocks, because obviously if there's waves or anything like that, the rocks will quickly flip you over. 1 second you're floating, next second you're upside down and you're hurting and your knees all messed up, and so was my butt. But thankfully we didn't get more hurt than that. And this is the place where we rented the kayaks from. If you guys come here and rent the kayaks, and if you lose your GoPro, they'll help you find it the next day. So it's like insurance as well.
They're awesome. Every service here has been amazing. The price is awesome. And here he is, this mastermind, the awesome guy who found the GoPro. Here's all the prices and boats and the places that they can go. And look at all that. They take you snorkeling and all that good stuff too, not just kayaks. They have boat rentals. And we just have to say that we're so happy to have found this.
Definitely. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Make sure you leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.